The dark days of winter are here, and I used to dread these days, but now I look forward to them because there is so much hope and prospect. It was a year ago that a trip to an off-grid cabin with my family quite literally changed my life. It started my minimalism and slow living journey, and I began decluttering my home and changing everything. And so I know how much power there is this time of year. Right now, it's the perfect time to start new habits, new routines, and new rhythms. And for me personally, I'm starting bread making again, which I haven't done in a while, sourdough, and I'm trying to make bread daily. I really love historical cooking, and I learned how to make stewed prunes, and now I'm doing stewed apricots. It's absolutely delicious, and it just takes dried apricots to a whole nother level, and you get so much more food value for your money. So I'm cooking these up this morning to go with my overnight chia and oats that I made. One of the things that I love so much about winter is that home life is so much more important. During the summer months, outdoors takes precedence, and we all want to go to the beach, go on hikes, spend time outside. But right now, it's all about being indoors and cozying up. And that is what I love so much about winter and winter homemaking. I'll leave the recipe for these stewed apricots down below. I'm using tapioca to thicken them, and they are cooked in the liquid that they were soaked in. I included a little bit of raw sugar, but you could sweeten with anything that you like. And this just turned out absolutely delicious. You're gonna want to try it. Have it over oatmeal, yogurt, or anything that you like. As a homemaker, I feel like over the years, your passions can wax and wane. And I think that that's just the way it goes. And sometimes you're passionate about something, and other times you're not. And that's how it's been with me and cooking. I have a love-hate relationship, but right now I'm in a love zone. And I'm really falling in love with cooking again. And that's just part of, I think, the seasonal change for me. In the summer months, I'm just so busy with other things. But this time of year, I really want to dig in and look at recipes and focus on nourishing my family and making really good quality food. As someone who has struggled with weight over the years, I've noticed that the winter months can take a toll. And if I'm not very intentional about my eating habits and getting regular exercise, I can put on weight over the winter months. And even if I lose it again over the summer, I tend to gain during the winter. And so I need to be very intentional about my choices. And this year, I really want to do well. The light hours are much shorter here where I live, and I know this can be different for everyone. Some people don't even have a winter right now. And for us, we're getting dark much later in the morning and dark much earlier in the evenings. And this makes for a lot more cozy time in the house. I love to use candles, but this darkness can also make you more lethargic, and it can be harder to feel motivated to get up and do things. And I think that is just the natural rhythm. And I feel like after being a farmer for several years and living within the seasons, I feel like that is something that we need to honor, that our bodies need more rest. So I've been going to bed much earlier. I'm asleep by 9 o'clock, and I've been sleeping until about 6. So I'm getting a lot of extra sleep, and it's just feeling so, so good. We're having an unusual amount of sun right now, and I know that this won't stay because we tend to have very dark gray winters where I live. However, I'm taking advantage of it because the light illuminates all of the cobwebs and it illuminates all of the dust and dirt. So this is a really good time for me to do a little bit of cleaning. All of my cleaning routines that I had this summer have gone to the wayside because we no longer have workers coming in the morning every single day, and things have slowed down on our farm significantly. And this means that all of my habits and routines that surrounded that timeline have shifted and changed. And so I'm trying to find a new rhythm that suits my current life now. And I don't really have it down yet. It's just starting to emerge. However, I find that very freeing and exciting because that means that we get to decide what we do next. We get to change and evolve and have growth. And that's so important. I fully believe in falling into each season and letting it take hold on you. And so for the winter months, I'm going to be getting more sleep. I'm going to be taking things more slowly, and I'm going to be going more inwards and working on that personal growth and development, doing more reading, and really just taking it easy and being more intentional about what I want in life. This year, I changed absolutely everything. I didn't have a garden, I didn't do any canning or preserving, and I was very intentional about that decision because I was recovering from burnout and I decided that I needed that break. And I really learned so much out of that experience of not doing because it allowed me time to dream new dreams, new ideas of possible futures that I could have, and not staying stuck in the rut of what is expected of you. It's such a valuable thing. And over the course of the winter, I urge you to take some time to slow down and really think about your life and your decisions and the things that you can say no to and the changes that you can make in order to make space for new developments. Don't get me wrong, I love gardening and I love canning and preserving food. It's one of my passions. However, it was keeping me so busy all of the time, and I was never in a place of being able to give my time to others. And it was always robbing time from me personally to be able to do things for myself, because those decisions have a long lasting impact. And there might be things in your life that decisions that you've made that also have a long lasting impact. And it's not just one small thing. For me to have a garden, I need to dedicate an entire season to it. And if I decide to do it, then I also need to dedicate that time towards canning and preserving the food that comes with it. And so it's a whole thing. It's a big commitment. And by not doing it, it allowed me to spend more time with my family. It allowed me to have my weekends free in order to do other things, spend time at the beach, go on hikes, and it really freed me up. And I'm just so happy for that experience. And I honestly don't know what my decision will be for the future. The winter is the perfect time for you to really put some thought into your life. What decisions are holding you up? What is stealing your time? What can you say no to that might seem big and kind of extreme, but if you did it, it could change everything? For me, that was this year. That was saying no to a lot of things. And I'm just so glad that I did, because now it's like the whole future is open and I can do whatever I want. Now, I know that my life is in a completely different place than a lot of you, and you might have kids that go to school and you have set routines that you have to do every single day going to work, and it just seems like there's no getting out of any of it. And I'm here to tell you that you can still change your life. You can change your job. You can make different choices with where you live. These are big decisions, but they can have a huge impact in the whole rest of your life. And sometimes you need to make brave decisions in order to have the life that you want. For us, that decision was farming. It was a really big change, a big decision, and it's costed a lot of money for us to be able to do it, and we're still working on getting out of debt. But because of farming, we've been able to completely change our life and live in a totally different place and eat organic food on a regular basis and be surrounded by the outdoors. And there's just been so many benefits to this huge life-changing decision. And we did that while having multiple kids in school all at the same time. It's been a really big struggle, but it was worth it. Winter offers us the time necessary to go inwards and really think about these things and really think about our life and decisions we can make, changes for our future. It can be as simple as learning a new skill, like making sourdough bread, or it can be changing your entire life. It really is up to you what you decide to do with this time. For me, a lot of change has happened, and I'm in a place of slowing down and just going with the rhythms of the season and just really diving into home life. Three of my kids are now adults, moved out of home. I have two teenagers left here, and I still have people to take care of. I still have people that need me. And so my job continues onwards. I'm now starting a new batch of yogurt, something that my husband has been requesting for a while. I'm getting that started and I'm having an afternoon tea. It's just absolutely delightful. And I am just going to be enjoying this day. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I share videos every single Wednesday on homemaking, food from scratch, and life on our farm. I love historical homemaking and recipes, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care and have a wonderful day.